now it's time for this week's edition of Eat Right, Live Well. 'Tis the season for pumpkin spice. We're learning how to make a sweet pumpkin treat that's perfect for everyone.
Here's Katie Sampayo. Hey everyone, Katie here. It is officially October, which means it is a pumpkin season. So today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite pumpkin recipes. It is actually my chickpea blondie recipe, which you can find in my #1 best-selling cookbook, except I switched it up, obviously, to make it pumpkin for fall. So all you're going to need is a food processor or a high-powered blender, a baking pan, and an oven, and that's it, guys. It's super simple. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is get your blender out, because all of the ingredients go right into the blender, which means that it has even less cleanup than the normal dessert recipe would usually take. So we're going to have our chickpeas. That is the main ingredient. That is the base of this. This is gluten-free because instead of using flour, we're using chickpeas. So we just take one can of chickpeas, we drain it out, and we're going to put it right into the blender. The next thing that we have is some pumpkin puree. Try to buy the 100% kind without any added sugar. And we're going to put in a half a cup of that right into the blender. The next thing we have is some peanut butter, because peanut butter just makes everything taste a little bit better, let's be honest. And we're going to add around 1/4 cup of peanut butter right into the blender. You see what I'm saying here? Everything goes right into the blender. Now the next thing we have is some vanilla extract, because vanilla extract, again, just makes every sort of dessert taste a little bit sweeter. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of that, and then the natural sweetener, because we're not going to put any actual sugar in this, is 100% pure maple syrup. So if you can find the pure kind, definitely use it. It's better. It just tastes better than the processed stuff, and it's better for you. And we're going to use about 1/4 cup of that, and that's going to sweeten this. If you need a little bit more, go ahead, but this is what I recommend for this recipe. So now we're going to put some other ingredients into the blender as well. Of course, we need our leavening agent. So we have our baking powder and baking soda, and we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon straight on in, and then we're just going to blend it up. We're going to puree it until it becomes nice and smooth. It shouldn't even take 30 seconds for that to happen. Then we're going to take about a 9x9 baking pan, and we're going to spray it down with a little bit of nonstick spray, and we're just going to pour it directly on into the pan. Pop it in the oven at 350 degrees. Leave it in for 20 to 30 minutes until you can stick a toothpick in and it comes out clean. And that is it. What I decided to do for this recipe, because I love chocolate, is I also added in some chocolate chips. So you'll put the chocolate chips into the pan with the mixture, mix it together, and then put it in the oven. That's the only ingredient that does not go into the food processor. And just to top it off, I like a little bit of sea salt on the top. That salty and sweet tastes really nice, especially this time of year. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, guys. If you want more quick and easy recipes, check out my #1 best-selling cookbook, Eat to Thrive, on Amazon. And I do have a few spots left in my retreat, so if you're interested in going to Costa Rica with me, go ahead and check that out at katiesampayo.com. And with that, guys, back to you at the studio.
Well, that's a really interesting kind of like a cookie bar almost.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things in it that I wouldn't think to necessarily put together, but I mean, maybe they do taste good together.
Well,
so.
I was thinking for people who have like gluten allergies, that might be a really good thing, because it has chickpeas, not flour in it. So
exactly.
yeah, well, good for her.
Yeah.
Again, to find any of Katie's recipes, you can log on to katiesampayo.com or check out her best-selling book, Eat to Thrive, on Amazon.